From HBO to the Vatican, it seems that all anybody is focused on these days is sex. I fully expected to see Ben Bernanke testify before Congress yesterday wearing nipple clamps and a thong. Joining me now are three people who know a lot about sex, and shockingly, none of them is named Kardashian. Please welcome Deputy Editor of ExoJane.com, Mandy Stackmiller, owner of Cowboys for Angels, a straight male companion service, Garen James, and relationship expert Siggy Flicker. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get into your stories, I want your take on something. This kid, Melissa King, Miss Delaware Teen USA, she had to give up her crown after a sex tape rumored to be her surfaced on the internet. Do you think that's fair, Siggy?
Absolutely. We have a lot of girls. I have a daughter who's 10 years old. I want her to be able to look up to Miss Delaware, Miss USA.
Yeah.
And if she did a porn, whether it's soft porn, hardcore porn, listen, maybe she should have, you know, gone out for Miss Porn. I don't want her to be Miss Delaware. I don't want my daughter saying, well, she did it, Mommy, she's Miss Delaware, so I think I'm going to go...
You agree, you guys?
I don't.
You don't agree?
I don't like the whole Madonna horror
syndrome
differentiation between women. Yeah, I mean, why is she now shamed and put in a different category where she can't be a role model? I personally probably wouldn't get into porn, but I have total respect for people who make that decision. It's not illegal. It's a fine way to make a living.
She is 18 years old, Siggy. She's 18, so she's legal.
Legal age.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
many adult stars are now crossing over into the mainstream, so it's...
Well, this is a pageant.
Yeah. Well,
that's her point. It's a pageant.
Right,
it's a little different. I don't think they would allow Miss America to have done a porn tape. They're supposed to be squeaky clean in a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, just from a human perspective, having, you know, relatives who are young, my heart went out when I thought about this 18-year-old girl
having
that.
to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well,
from a human perspective, my heart just mostly goes out to her.
Well, she was in foster care for many years.
Yeah.
And she says that she needed the money. She did it for the money.
Yeah.
But I say, can't you work at McDonald's? If you need the money, why do you have to be on your knees in a porn tape? I'm sorry.
There's a difference between $4 and $4,000. So
still, there are other ways to make a living.
So do you look down on women who do porn?
No, I feel bad for them also. I always feel like a lot of these kids who are in this have been sexually abused.
Yes.
And so I don't consider it a great choice that they're making, and I feel bad for them. But I think that there are other jobs to have, you know? I was broke also. I didn't do that. Of course, nobody asked. Okay, Mandy, let's talk about you now. What's this I hear you're looking for a male escort online? Can't you find a guy? You're a pretty girl.
Thank you so much,
You're
Joy.
welcome.
Well, you know, I had a reader who sent me a really nice email after I wrote about feeling kind of like a screw-up in my relationships and just that I had a lot of baggage and a lot of issues. And this woman referred me, actually, to Cowboys for Angels, and she said, you know what? She said, I found so much sexual healing by going with a professional. And, you know, I guess I'm just kind of a person who's open to try different things, and I thought it would be kind of an interesting exercise. And so I let our readers, and people can still, I haven't picked the final gigolo that I'm going to hire, so people watching this can go to ExoJane and pick.
Okay,
so.
but was this your way of meeting a guy? I don't get what you're doing.
Why not?
Besides the journalistic part.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that I think there's a lot of power and control issues in sex.
Yeah.
And so I think it'll be really interesting to completely control the shots. And
are you planning to sleep with these guys?
You know, I probably not, but I mean, I'm not totally ruling it out. I mean, I just started dating a guy who I like, so it would probably have to hit me like, you know, a lightning strike that, oh my God, I think I'm falling in love with this gigolo. And then I'll option it and, you know, lifetime movie.
When someone like her comes into your escort service, you must be so thrilled beyond belief that a gorgeous girl like this comes to this type of thing. I mean, most women are not going to do that. Right, Siggy? Hold on.
Absolutely. Most women, first of all, don't look like that. And most women don't do that. That is exactly.
You'd be surprised of how many guys,
women,
how many of my guys will send me a text message after an appointment and say, please, I hope she books me again. there's a
But if you're
lot of
just looking
attractive
for,
women.
would you go to an escort service?
Absolutely not.
She's very conservative.
I'm like, I'm
is
sorry, and I'm
conservative.
absolutely not. If I have to pay for something and it's not Botox, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. And I'm very old-fashioned because I'm a lot older. I believe that this area, which I call a cookie, is holy. You are not entering it. Take your slippers off. I have to know you. I am not paying for
Well,
that.
she's going to know the guy,
Yeah.
right? You're going to.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a one-night stand. You're going to have him escort you to a few dates, right?
Yeah. Well, and I also asked our readers to pick which kind of fantasy I should act out.
But it's
in
not a
terms
sexual
of,
thing.
No, it's not.
But then
I
why
mean,
not go with a
it's-
gay guy? You'll have more fun.
No way. I mean, I'm a firm believer in the juice that sexual tension provides. You know, I mean, there's sexual tension between us. We're never going to sleep together because he just got
Are you
married.
looking at Garen or are you looking at Siggy?
Siggy, you're adorable, but I'm not talking to you.
Damn.
No offense.
So, Garen, how much does it cost?
We charge hourly, so most clients book for like a 4-hour appointment, which is $1,000.
And then what's a typical date like? What do you do?
Well, you know, we have such a variety of clients. Like, you know, you said that you would never hire a guy, but, you know, if you're traveling to Los Angeles and you don't know the area, you're there for work, you're there for an event, and you want somebody to show you around and have a great time, you know, that's...
So it's like a tour guide.
Yeah, it could be a tour guide, you know, an intimate tour guide.
No, I see what you're saying. If
A
you're going to-
good-looking tour guide.
If I could see if I was going to an event, but I like to be alone a lot. I happen to love being by myself more than I like being with my husband right now. But I'm just saying, if I was going to an event and I wanted to go with somebody, yes. But to hire somebody to go on a date with me and sit there, I think it would be degrading to me. Like, I had to hire this dude to sit here and have dinner with me. I'm funny. I'm attractive. I'm not.
Yeah, but what about to his point that you're alone in the city? Like you're in Los Angeles, the loneliest town in the world. You need somebody to show you around to the La Brea.
I do see your point.
We'll
with
have
that.
more with my sex panel in just a minute. Don't go away. I'm back with my sex panel. Okay, Garen. So what's the difference between an escort service and male prostitutes?
Well, you know, it's illegal in the United States to sell any sort of sexual services. So, you know, that's, if you're engaging in that behavior, then you're breaking the law.
I see.
However,
but they do end up in bed many times, right?
Well, it's, you know, I can explain the prostitution laws pretty simply. It's like, let's say you ordered a pizza.
Okay.
Okay? And the pizza guy gets there, and he's got his large sausage pizza.
Of course. What else would he have?
And you two look at each other.
Yeah.
And there's a romantic spark. And you two get intimate.
I see.
Now, you contracted him to deliver this pizza.
That's right.
Now, if something romantic happens while
Yeah.
he's contracted to deliver this pizza, then that's perfectly
I
legal
see.
between. But however, if you showed up and you said, you know,
How about if you say,
I would like to hire, you know, while he's there with his large sausage,
yeah,
if
yeah.
he's there and he's standing there and he says, you know, for an extra $50, I can
then it's
take
prostitution.
care of you. Or if you said to him, wow, you're a sexy pizza guy, you know, would you
So you're
come to the
saying
bedroom?
that it's, first of all,
It's
you
all
can,
in the
You can
contract.
say, I'll take the pizza, but leave the sausage. Is that what you're saying? You have the option.
It's all in the contract, you know, and that's what the laws state in America. You know, it's how you set up your contract.
Okay.
If you call and ask for sex, then you know,
It's prostitution.
That's prostitution, and that's illegal.
I see. It's a little.
It's a good analogy,
It's
right?
a little tricky.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little hairy. The sort of delineation between the pizza and the
Well,
sausage.
you have to understand that if somebody is contracted for something like, you know, your cameraman here is very handsome and he's being paid to be on the show to work the camera, and if there was an attraction.
Are you
between
attracted to
two-
my cameraman?
He's very handsome.
Because this now
I'd
you're
like to
putting,
put him on the website.
There's another element here.
Yes, you're
I'd like to put him on
Are
the
you
website.
straight, Garen?
I'm married.
You're married.
Yeah, but have you ever been with a man?
No.
Okay.
Never. Okay.
The thing about women paying for a man bothers me. I mean, women.
Why?
Well, here's the
You
problem.
shouldn't have to. You can walk into a bar, you can meet a guy.
Listen,
Of
Joy.
course,
You don't have to pay for it.
But why does it have to be off limits? If women are available as escorts to men, why can't the same process
Joy.
be available to women? And I mean, and to the point of not
be.
having good self-esteem, I think I have such good self-esteem that I don't care about someone judging me and saying, oh my God, you have to pay for a guy. Like, who gives?
I think it's more than self-esteem.
Yeah.
You have great self-esteem.
Oh, thank
could
you so
tell
much,
that.
Siggy.
But it's not about self-esteem. If you're looking for a long-term committed relationship, there's something to be said. Old-fashioned is a man should always love you just a little bit more, and a lady has her place. You have to act like a lady. It turns the man on sometimes when you're not butch or aggressive.
I don't subscribe to that.
Well,
I don't subscribe to that.
But that's why that's why you're not married and have kids. I mean,
No, I've been married. I was with the same man for 10 years, actually.
do you want to be in a long-term committed relationship?
Sure, yeah. I really like the guy that I'm seeing right now.
Did you meet him in an escort service?
Absolutely. That's how I meet all my men. No, of course not.
You did not?
He's a comic who I did a show with years ago. Yeah.
Joy,
Comics
here's
are
the
good
problem.
to date, right?
Here's the problem. Last year, Time Magazine put out an article that said that women in their 20s that are single with no children are now making more money per hour than men. And so you have these guys that are brought up in the 60s and 70s, these little boys that are used to watching daddy be the man, you know, and give the rules and do all these things. And then, like now, the biggest complaint that I get is that, you know, I'm a very successful woman, you know, and I'm going out on bad date after bad date after bad date from these men that are being the man when, you know, they're not the man.
So why not just go online? A lot of girls, in my other job, a lot of girls who work there have met their husbands online.
But why does
online.
this have to be off limits? I mean, we live in a society where sex is so prevalent and affects everything. So why can't women have this option as well? Why does there have to be all of the judgment and stigma attached to it?
I would feel, this is me, maybe I have lower self-esteem than you do.
Yeah,
But possibly. Maybe I would feel like, gee, I'm so pathetic, I have to pay for a guy to spend time with me. That's the part I don't
But clearly
like.
that's not the case. I mean,
if I'm that pathetic, I can meet him in a bar. I don't have to pay him.
I don't base my self-esteem based on something like that. I just have an innate sense of self-worth, so I get asked out all the time, but that doesn't mean I can't do this just because I'm afraid of what someone might think of me.
You know what? It could be generational, too. I'm much older than you are, obviously, and so in my day, you stayed a virgin until you were 30. Okay,
I'm a virgin.
next up... Seriously?
No.
Liar. Next up, I'll talk... Thank you very much. It was very interesting.